listeners this month actually a 15% discount on any custom order with code FAMILY. So you can contact me on Cuts by Magic on Etsy or on Facebook. That's CUTSBYMAGIC. Just message the page and say the word family, and I'll give you that discount, and I'll make something custom for you.
Would I be able to take part in this?
Yes.
You are the best. Magic tells me no. You're the best. I have ideas.
No exclusions. No exclusions. We got to help everybody.
Not a problem. I also have some ideas I'll drop to you off mic when we get done. So once again, we end with this. It's been great talking about vacations, about getaways during this time that we live in right now. But before we go, Ariel, I have a little bit of a lightning round for you, if you'd be willing to partake in this.
Sure.
All right, here we go. It's the lightning round. This is what I call the Disney Dazzle questions. So, question number 1. What are your fondest memories involving Disney, whether it be a story told to you, to a young one, a visit to a park, a movie or TV show that sticks with you to this day?
Kill me. Favorite memory is my son's first trip on the Disney Magic when he was looking up. We were on the Disney Magic out of New York, and we went underneath the Verrazano Bridge and looked straight up, and he was in complete awe. So every time we go out of the cruise out of New York, he looks up and I take the same picture. So that would be my memory.
Question number 2. Ranking is always subjective, as we discussed. 3 movies under the Disney umbrella you'd recommend to a friend to watch when they're feeling down.
The Fox and the Hounds, The Little Mermaid, Cinderella.
Question number 3. Fill in the blank. The Disney, Pixar, Marvel, or Star Wars character I'd have a tea party with is...
I love Loki.
The trickster himself.
Yes.
It's the mask, isn't it? It's the helmet he wears.
Yes, I love Loki.
For the helmets. All right. And the last question, true or false, Disney is not just for children.
True.
I wasn't expecting the other answer. One thing before we go, I wanted to touch on, you talked about your son, and you talk about, your kids and watching them live their memories just as you'd love to relive yours. You mentioned not so long ago that, I believe that, and I'm paraphrasing here, is when you look at your children at the point where they're in Disney and you look at the children, you look at them in amazement, it's almost as if they're looking at the groomsmen and not the bride at a wedding. Yeah. And that really actually stuck with me. And it's so true because I don't have kids of my own, but I'm still in wonder and amazement when I see kids walking around or in amazement, just looking at the colors. And it's so true that it puts you away in that moment of an awe, be it awe, like cute awe, or an awe of what's going on in their mind that you want to pick their brain about. So, I mean, you put that very beautifully, and it's something that's been stuck with me, and I thank you for that.
Yeah, I mean, I think the last trip, and I have a video, I don't know how I would link it, but there's a spot where we did the Christmas party twice this past trip in December, and I videoed everyone's videoing the fireworks, and I'm videoing my kids. And I'm watching my 6-year-old is, oh my God, jumping around. But I think it's more that I was watching my son because my son is 9. So now he's at that age where, is Disney, the kids are in the block, Disney's baby. It's not babyist to me. You don't bring that talk in this house. But I can understand where, at that age, it's kind of like, is he still into it? Is it me? Am I pushing this on him type of thing? And he's in a spot with his backpack looking at the fireworks. I'm taking a step back videoing. He doesn't know I'm videoing for a little bit. And he's just in awe, like circling. And these are the memories and these are the things that stick out to me because I'm reliving everything through their eyes, but it's just, it's an amazing experience to see as a parent. And honestly, like, I look at other kids too. I mean, I see it in them too. People yes, everybody wants the photos and everyone wants the videos, and I'm huge on photos and videos. All my friends know that about me. But sometimes you have to take a step back and just live in the moment. There is something so true to just live in the moment. These simple little things of a kid having ice cream, looking at fireworks, sitting down, letting them throw pennies in the ponds, watching the little train go around in Epcot on the train station. These are the little things that catch a parent's eye and that will really stick with you. And I really encourage all your listeners and all my friends that are listening to this, always live in the moment.
Again, I think honestly, if I had a box of Kleenex with me while we podcast here, you probably would have made me cry at least 5 times during this podcast in an hour and a half.
I'm supposed to make you laugh, not cry.
It's a laughter cry, and it's a dry heat. No, it's a laughter cry, and and a sorrow cry, and really, honestly, it's really a pleasure to have you on. Thank you for taking the time. Listeners, you can follow me, Tribs, on Twitter at TrekFanLV. You can find me on the Disney Aficionados page. You can find me on Facebook. You can get me through the United Federation of Podcasts page. And Ariel, I'm going to go with you, and I'm going to have you take us out with our little tagline. So we hope you join us on our next podcast here on Mickey's Marvels.
Because who wouldn't want to be a kid again?
This has been a production of MTMR Media Works.